press conference for our new head volleyball coach, Danijela Tomić. Coach Tomić was named our head volleyball coach on December 23rd. Our run of show today, we will start out with a quick introduction from our athletic director, John Cunningham. It'll be followed by a quick photo with Coach Tomić and John. Then we'll do an opening statement from Coach Tomić. And then we'll take questions for Coach Tomić. Please raise your hand for questions. I will call on you. If you need John Cunningham for any questions afterwards, we can do that off to the side. Just let me know. John?
Thank you, Zach. Well, good late morning to everyone. Thank you all for being here, navigating some weather to be here today. It is an exciting day for the University of Cincinnati, Cincinnati Athletics, and certainly for our volleyball program as we introduce Danijela Tomić as our next head women's volleyball coach. First, let me say thank you to a few people that assisted with our search process. Our search committee for this hire, our senior athletic staff members, Karen Hatcher, John Daniel, Brad Pike, and Maggie McKinley. I also want to thank Stacy Skadinsky, our strength coach for our volleyball program that assisted with this search, as well as Eddie Taylor, who leads our internal NIL department. I always want to thank Dr. Pinto and our UC Board of Trustees, who have, during this ever-changing and dynamic new world of college athletics, been extremely supportive of building a Big 12 culture that's going to win championships. It means a lot to us, and it means a lot to our mission, which is to use college athletics to connect our community of Cincinnati, to enhance the University of Cincinnati, and to change the lives of our student athletes as they prepare to change the world. Speaking of our student athletes, I want to thank our volleyball student athletes. We have a tremendous group of young women, both past and present, that have really built this program to what it is today. But this group specifically, the group that's returning to compete in the third year of the Big 12 for us, has a number of incredible leaders and true Bearcats. Indicative of this character is the past that this volleyball program this past semester posted a 3.77 GPA, and it's an all-time volleyball record, so that deserves a round of applause. I will say they were a little shy of men's golf, so you got some things you got to chase down. But we should all congratulate Doug Martin, who is very proud of his men's golf team for barely beating out volleyball. As I informed this group of student athletes of this change in leadership a few weeks ago, we had several of our student athletes that really stepped up to take a leadership role, to keep lines of communication open during this time, to ask those important questions about the process, and to stay focused on competing and winning championships in the Big 12. During our initial meeting with this team, I told the team that I was dedicated to finding the very best coach out there, but specifically the right fit for the University of Cincinnati. Our search committee developed principal characteristics that we were convinced would help us win a Big 12 championship. Those characteristics included the following. First and foremost, something that is absolutely a non-negotiable in any hire that we do, true care and concern for the student athlete. This coach needs to pour into young people. This coach needs to be about the team, about the athletics department, about the institution, and not about themselves. Second, we wanted to find someone that had a true competitive spirit. We needed a coach that was going to put everything they had into building a championship program. Third, we were looking for an authentic leader. We wanted a coach who could effectively communicate internally with the team and the department, as well as externally with donors. I view our coaches as part of our executive leadership team. I need them to be more than just a coach. I need them to be VPs of our athletics department and to lead. We wanted someone our volleyball team would trust and look up to as a leader, someone they could learn from and someone that they could point to for the rest of their lives as a person who helped shape them into an individual that gave them confidence to advance their dreams. Finally, we wanted a coach that had a love for the game of volleyball. and could teach the game at a very high level and make each of our student athletes better in their chosen craft. These characteristics set a very high bar for the right candidate. But unanimously, our search committee believed we found the perfect candidate in Danijela Tomić. A proven winner, her record speaks for itself. 12 20-win seasons, 5 NCAA tournament appearances, 6-time Conference Coach of the Year awards, and 394 total career victories. But more than her record, it was her thoughtfulness, her honesty, her gratitude as her role as a coach, and that competitive burn that won the day for the entire committee. She loves the game of volleyball. It oozes out of her. And more importantly, she loves to teach the game of volleyball. I am excited today to introduce you to the 13th head women's volleyball coach at the University of Cincinnati, Danijela Tomić.
Good morning, everyone. John, thank you, first of all, so much for your kind words. I'm just so incredibly grateful and honored to be serving as the new head volleyball coach at the University of Cincinnati. This is a truly special day for me, and I'm thrilled to be joining the Bearcats family. First, I want to thank President Pinto and the Board of Trustees, our Director of Athletics, John Cunningham, and the Search Committee for believing in me and giving me this incredible opportunity. From my first conversation with them, I could feel the passion and commitment to excellence that defines Cincinnati athletics. I'm grateful and humbled to lead this program and to build on the rich tradition of Cincinnati volleyball. I also want to express my gratitude to those who have helped me throughout my coaching journey and without whom I would not be standing here today. First, my family. We are spread all over the world. My mom will be watching this video from Bosnia. My niece will be translating from English to her. My sisters, one living in Chattanooga, so I'm going to be a little bit closer to her. My brother in Canada. And many other friends, my Florida family. I'm forever grateful for everything they've done for me to guide me and help me on this journey. My first female volleyball coach, Coach Compton, who is still coaching at my alma mater at the University of Little Rock, who recruited me from Croatia 30 years ago. This year is going to be 30 years ago. And I came to this amazing country and really had my American dream. I'm forever grateful for her, who saw something in me and kept me as an assistant on her staff. And then Rick Mello, who hired me as the first-time head coach at Florida International University and gave me a ground to learn how to be a head coach and build a championship program there. Fran Flory, who also was a mentor of me at LSU, who I actually went before getting my first head coaching job at FIU. And then Leslie Irvine, who is still a mentor of mine, who recruited me for BGSU and made me move from Miami, Florida to Northwest Ohio in January. That was a decision. So this move from Bowling Green to Cincinnati is nothing in comparing what happened 13 years ago. And then 2 athletic directors who I also worked under, Chris Kingston and Bob Musburger, who stuck with me as I was going through some difficult times of building a championship culture at BGSU. I'll never forget their grace and their help through those tough times. BGSU President Dr. Rogers and his wife Dr. Earl, and Director of Athletics at BGSU Derek Vandermeer, Stacy Kosiak, and my longtime assistant, associate head coach Alex Del Piombo, who was named the head coach at BGSU. I'm just so thankful and grateful for everything they've done for me over the years to support me in building a championship program at BGSU. And I can't wait to see Alex thrive and continue to do great things with BGVB. I also want to express my deep gratitude for Allison Cook and Sean Drexel, my two assistants who came with me to Cincinnati and took this opportunity, and they'll be part of this journey of building a championship program here at Cincinnati. My decision to leave the place I called home for 13 years was bittersweet. I owe so much to Bowling Green State University and the Bowling Green community. I am so proud of what we accomplished and deeply thankful for the relationships and memories I'll carry with me forever. To all my BGVB players, former and the ones who I left in Bowling Green, the decision to leave was one of the hardest I had to make because of them. I just want to thank them for believing in me, for buying into the vision and putting in the work to build a championship program. Thank you to all the parents who entrusted me with their daughters, and the memories and relationships we created will stay with me forever. I don't know if some of you noticed my new kicks here. They're red and black. With my initials, I got these from my 4 seniors and 1 alumni. When they heard the news about me coming to Cincinnati, they said, "You and coach, you need new kicks." And I want to thank Alexis and Mia and Lindsay and Hannah and Jordan, and I promise I won't tie my shoes together. They told me to make sure I don't do that. So, why Cincinnati? When I considered the next step in my career, it wasn't just about moving to a bigger stage. It was about finding a place that aligned with my values: excellence, growth, and making a positive impact through relationships. Cincinnati is that place. I came this morning. This is the second time in the building. I didn't know where my office was, so I actually asked the imaging center to help me find the office. And I found it, and I came, and I had probably 20 people come and introduce themselves, say, "Hi, coach, can we help? Can I help?" Just, you can see immediately the culture that this place has, and it confirmed that I made the right decision. The University of Cincinnati has a rich history of tradition. Still, it's also an institution hungry to grow, reach new heights, and make a lasting impact on its students, the Cincinnati community, and the world. As I step into this role, I'm inspired by the opportunities ahead. Competing in one of the best conferences in the country presents challenges which I see as opportunities that will fuel our drive for excellence. My vision for Cincinnati volleyball is rooted in 3 simple but powerful ideas: dream big, believe big, become big. I want our program to dream big, to set audacious goals and embrace the idea that there are no limits to what we can achieve together. Competing in the Big 12 means we face some of the biggest programs, some of the best programs in the country, and that's exactly where we want to be. Our goals are clear. We will aspire to win Big 12 championships, make deep runs in the NCAA tournament, and yes, chase a national championship. I want us to believe big, to have unshakable faith in our abilities to learn and grow, believe in our team, our process, and our journey together. We will work with a purpose bigger than ourselves and play with passion and joy. We will set high standards and hold ourselves accountable, striving to improve every day. Finally, I want us to become big, to grow not only as athletes and coaches, but also as leaders, teammates, and most importantly, as humans. We are going to create a championship culture that is holistic and student-athlete centric, built with people of high character, core values, high standards, and exceptional talent. Our players will feel loved, supported, challenged, and empowered to reach their full potential. We will build leaders of character and champions on and off the court who will be ready and prepared to thrive in life after volleyball. After their time with the Cincinnati volleyball, they say those were the best 4 years of their lives. To my new team, this is first time I'm seeing them in person. First call was over the Zoom, then we had a phone calls, video calls, thanks to technology. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to get to know you, work with you, and build something extraordinary together. John took my talking point. I was going to brag about the fall team GPA 3.771, the highest of all women's sports. We'll beat men's golf next year. I like those challenges. I also want to thank Coach Alvi and her staff for recruiting great young women into the program. It was obvious to me, just talking to our young women, that they have that character that is important to me. As a coach, I see it's not an either-or proposition. I believe we can recruit character and talent. Actually, without both of those, we are not going to accomplish our goals, and we're going to do that. To my new colleagues, I'm excited to work with you, learn from you, and cheer for you and your teams. Can't wait to watch our men's basketball team beat Kansas on Saturday. To the alums, UC students, fans, and supporters, your passion is the heartbeat of this program. And I promise that our staff and team will match that energy with our commitment to making you proud every day. We will make it our priority to connect with you and get to know you. Today starts an exciting new chapter of Cincinnati volleyball, and I'm ready to give everything I have to this program, this university, and this community. This journey won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. Thank you again for this incredible opportunity and for your warm welcome. I'm honored to lead Cincinnati volleyball. Let's dream big, believe big, and become big together. Go Bearcats.
We'll now take questions for Coach. Chad?
Coach, you started a very interesting journey in your teenage years to get here. How much of that do you impart into your teachings and how you relate to players that were about the same age as you when you were moving all around the world to chase this dream?
Yeah, my journey started actually earlier. I was 16 when my parents let me chase my big dream to play volleyball. My mom reminded me a couple of years ago when she and my dad were making a decision to let me go and play at the highest level in my country. She came and asked me, "Do you really want this?" And I said, "I can't imagine my life without volleyball." I don't remember that. My mom remembered that. And then I was a little bit older. I was a transfer student when I came to Little Rock. I was 23, so I got an extra year of eligibility because of the civil war in Croatia when I was a freshman. I went through that experience, and this country gave me an opportunity to continue building and build on that dream to develop myself as a volleyball player and then coach. And what I can do with my teams is, sharing that story. It's all of us have stories. I love to hear, other people's stories, but with work, with having a clear vision what you want in your life and putting the work in and having people, we need advisors and guides and helpers, but it's on us to do the work. Nobody's going to do it for you. And this, again, university and this country provides amazing opportunities for everybody, for young women, and our sport is booming. And if my personal story can help inspire somebody, I'm more than willing to share it, but I want them to develop their stories. I want them to take on their hero's journey and write their own story. That's where the beauty lies.
Keegan?
20 years at two schools, a lot of consistent success. What worked at those two former places to build that culture that led to so many wins?
At every place, Florida International was very different than Bowling Green State University, urban university, major city. I had to find the right profile. It has to be about a fit. It has to be about people wanting to be there. BGSU, again, when I came there 13 years ago, it was about finding again the right fit, people, student athletes who wanted to be a part of a college town, that experience. Now in Cincinnati, it's going to be again finding student athletes who want to be a part of this university, who want to give everything to this university and have a great experience. I recruit players who want to make this school their dream school. If some other school is their dream school, they will go there. But I want them to come here because we are their number one choice. And we are in a great area with great volleyball in Ohio, great volleyball in Indiana, great volleyball in Kentucky, and then a little bit wider again nationally if you look. But this is a rich volleyball area that we're going to focus on. I will continue at every school I coached. I recruited also international students that brought so much besides volleyball talent, but that diversity that I love to see on the team helps everybody. So I plan to recruit again in the Midwest and internationally those players who want to come and help us win championships.
Neil, then Scott.
Coach, you talk about the importance of recruiting here in the greater Cincinnati area. Just talk about how familiar you are with the talent in this local area, being from right down the road in Bowling Green. How important is that to have this in this university in Cincinnati?
Thank you for that question. I'm very familiar. I mean, we, again, recruited. I actually have 2 players on this team. We recruited them for Bowling Green State University, and they chose Cincinnati. So I guess it was meant to be for me to be their coach. I'm familiar. I'm going to continue. I think we, at every place, when I came to Ohio, I didn't really have any connections in the club world, high school world. But I remember answering this question 13 years ago. I said, it's relationships, it's people. We're going to be in the gym. My staff and I will be in club gyms, in high school gyms. We will develop those relationships. Coaches will know us. Every best player in Ohio will hear from us. Every best player in this region is going to hear from Cincinnati, and we're going to see if you're a good fit for each other. Great volleyball here. I'm excited about developing even deeper relationships with high school coaches and club coaches.
Scott, then Joe.
I assume you're familiar with MND and Ursuline and the Greater Catholic League South and all those schools. Sometimes those girls escape. What is your message to keep them in town?
It's going to be, again, how good do they want to be? Why go somewhere else when you have a great university and a great program, championship program that we will build, great conference. Come and make your dream school here. This is, again, I'm not going to beg anybody. That's something in recruiting. I don't think, being desperate usually causes you as a coach to make mistakes. We're going to get kids who will be excited about Cincinnati volleyball, who will buy into the vision, who will want to be a part of building something. It takes a special type of a person to want to be a part of building something special. I coached, I don't know even how many now, classes in 13 years at BGSU. Not all of the players won championships, but they're part of building. And they're so proud when they're looking at a team that they were part of that. And that's what I want to build here, that we want players who want to be here and who want to be a part of something special.
Joe.
Coach, we got this really cool handout of all your accomplishments in college. Of everything you've accomplished, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud that my 4 seniors and an alumni bought me a pair of kicks for a new job at a school that they didn't play for. And I'm saying that because of the relationships. It boils down to that I'm part of their journey, that I can help them chase their dreams. And being a coach, they don't like me every day. I'm very well aware, and I told that to my team here. But they will know that I care about them. They will know that I love them, but there will be standards, and we're going to see in them more than what they see in themselves. And those relationships will last a lifetime. And when I get an invitation from my players for their wedding, for, sharing pictures of their babies, whatever it is, those special moments in life, 4 years go fast. The rest of the life, what happens because of those 4 years is what matters to me. That they want me to be a part of their life after college. That's what makes me do this job. That it's not becoming easier, but it's worth it.
Chad.
Coach, when fans show up to watch Cincinnati volleyball next year, what style of play can they expect to see? What is your philosophy? Aggressive? What are the things to look for in your brand of Cincinnati volleyball?
They're going to see a team that competes. They're going to see a team that is tough. They're going to see a team that plays with joy. They're going to see a team that is going to swing. They will swing, meaning that we're going to be aggressive. I love good defense. I think good defense is really good. But I want our players to swing on a match point, on a set point. They're going to see a fundamentally sound team and a team just that loves to play. And that's something that I'm really proud because people, we built a community around the programs I've coached because of how much fun they had watching my teams play. They wanted to see that teamness, that team. There's so much, we can see selfishness and that individuality in today's athletics. And being a team, united team, is going to be, is one of the core values for us. And I can't wait to fill the stands and have the people come and enjoy seeing, again, our players just enjoying and playing with pride and grit and competitiveness.
Keegan, Scott, and Joe to wrap it up.
Kind of going off that question, you played against Cincinnati last season, so you went against a lot of your current players. What do you remember about those games, and what was the impression you took away from your current players playing against them?
That was so long ago. That was in September, I think. I know we lost. I know Cincinnati won 3-0. It was our home tournament, so it was a team that had, again, they beat us. I don't know what would happen at the end of the season if we play them again, but in September we lost. So I am excited that I will have players who beat my whole team. Just athleticism, again, we have a talent. I can't wait to get in the gym. It's different. I think it's more than just building skills. I think it's easy to learn X's and O's. What I want to see is, again, develop the championship mindset. That's what takes time. That's developing that belief, believe big. Like, we can do this. But to get to that conviction, we're going to put the work in. We will work hard and smart and intentional. And I like to use the phrase train ugly. We're going to train ugly, meaning we're going to fail. We're going to create a safe environment for our athletes to feel like there's no improvement, there's no growth if we don't step outside of our comfort zone, and that's what we're going to do. And I say, hey, let's train ugly on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so we can play pretty, on Friday and Saturday. So when nobody's watching, we're going to make some silly errors because that's how we're going to get better. So I can't wait to get in the gym. And I don't know if I told few people, our friends and fans in Bowling Green, I don't want to play BGSU as long as there are any players who I recruited and coached on that team. It's too hard, too emotional for me. So we'll focus on beating other teams.
I don't know where Game 6 falls on the schedule, but it appears that you're 6 wins away from 400, and what would that mean to do that here?
Nothing. I really thank you for that fact. I don't know what my record is. I usually find out when SIDs print that. I tell everybody, if I'm going to be remembered at the end of my career, because my career is going to be over one day, I talk a lot about impermanence to my athletes, and if I'm remembered by my record, I failed. I think the records are a byproduct of what we do with our daily, creating daily habits and championship mindset. And if those 6 wins happen, I don't know, I'll find out in the press release, I guess. I don't have a tally and spreadsheet with my records, so.
I'm going to reference this one more time, Coach, back here, this picture of you with a big smile on your face, celebrating a big moment, I'm sure, during a game. What's your personality like as a coach? How would you describe yourself?
Yeah, I was going to say that's one of the rare pictures where I smile while I'm coaching. So that was probably after we won. I'm known for pretty stoic demeanor on the sidelines. I try to keep composed. I think, they say teams are a reflection of the coaches, and we are playing playing sport where you have opponent who is trying to stop you, do what you want to do. So if I panic and I freak out and I'm losing my composure, then my team is going to do that. So I try to get kind of dial in and locked in to see what we need to do. I have a staff. I work closely with my staff. I can't do everything by myself, but you'll see me pretty calm. Sometimes if I feel the team needs to get a little bit more intensity from me, I will raise my voice in a not screaming, but that coaching voice to fire them up. I think my players would say I'm motivating. I can motivate them, and to do that I have to know each player and what they need and what the team needs at each moment. But fans will see me sit and I'll stand up and say a few things and then coach during timeout. My work is done during the week. That's how I feel. There are some adjustments, of course, that we make during the match, but the most work happens during the week.
Chad, final question.
Coach, I think maybe the most impressive thing from FIU and Bowling Green, 9 All-American honors. What does it take to get a player to that level, to get them to believe in themselves and, to elevate them from maybe a good player to a great player? And how do you apply that here?
Yeah, let me first say this. I know we have, Jordan Thompson, our Olympian here, and what a great player and ambassador of this program. I also coached 2 Olympians at FIU, actually 2 players who played for the Puerto Rican team in Rio de Janeiro. They made me look really good as a coach. In 2005 to 2007, when I coached them, I wasn't even close of a coach that I feel I am now, and I'm going to continue to grow as a coach. But I was really blessed and fortunate to recruit Yarimar Rosa and Natalia Valentin, who is still playing actually professional for Omaha Supernovas. What it means, it's every coach is going to tell you, you need talent, you need players. If you're gonna again accomplish those goals, and what we help them is optimize what they bring in, and my philosophy is always focusing on the strengths of our players and focusing on the strengths of my staff and myself. But because if you are constantly working on things that you're not good at, it's pretty hard to stay motivated. So when you get somebody who is driven, who wants to play volleyball after college, and we have now opportunities here in this country to do that, it starts with asking them, what do you want? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? And then how can we as a coaches guide you and help you get there, and maybe even further than what they think, what they believe. And oftentimes with our women, it's telling them that they can do more. They're actually capable of more. So it's that belief, that mindset that we're gonna work on and dream big and believe big and then become big.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.